as an international talent, as a job seeker, would you believe me if I told you that until this very moment, we still have a lot of opportunities for international talents here in Finland, and particularly in Kuopio, that remain untapped until now. They are untapped. Would you believe that? Would you believe that? Well, that is what I'm about to break down for you today. So stay tuned. So what I'm going to talk about today, first of all, I think I'm going to try to build an argument to tell you why I think there are still a lot of opportunities here in Finland for international talents. But number two, I'm going to try to mention a few talents with respect to how much I've been able to find. But number three, again, I'm going to propose some methods, some ways which we can use in order to help each other through this challenge of unemployment. So to begin with, I did some simple research or simple survey on the internet, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And this is what I was able to find. So what I was looking for in the internet, I was looking for the statistics of business firms here in Finland. How many businesses we have in total with respect to different firms or different categories. So these are the numbers. First, for the limited liability companies, we have about 288,211 limited liability companies which are registered under Finnish Trade Register, and that makes about 44.7% of all businesses in Finland. And then the second one is the private trader businesses. So private trader businesses, if you have no idea, these are the businesses where you register as a business, like you and the business one thing. With the limited liability companies, this is a separate entity. So when you register your business as a limited company, you are not one thing anymore. But as a private trader, that means you are the business. So we have about 258,452 private trader businesses in Finland, and this makes about 40% of all businesses. So you can see this is the second largest group of businesses in Finland which operate. So it makes about 40% of all businesses. And then of course we have housing companies, which makes about 91,831, which is about 14.2%. And then we have limited partnerships, which makes 21,660, and this is about 3.3%. And then we have other forms of businesses, they have just been grouped like that, which is about 11.297 businesses, which makes about 1.7%. What's my point? My point is that if you have noted those numbers, you will note that after the limited liability company, then we have the private traders. Now, my focus is on these private trader businesses. Private traders businesses, like I told you before, are businesses which are identified by the operator. The operator is the business. So even if you decide to just, for example, the world couriers have the option to open up a business as a private trader. Of course, you can even open as a limited company if you satisfy. But this is the simplest in registration and stuff like that. And one now challenge, now speaking on behalf of those private trader business people, is that you have to do almost everything yourself because of limited resources. You have limited funds, you have limited people, so you have to do the marketing yourself, you have to do the production yourself, you have to do the accounting yourself and stuff like that. Though of course we have some agencies and companies which come to assist, like UkoPro and something like that. They make things really, really cool. But on the larger part is that most of the stuff from marketing, production, these guys have to do it themselves. And remember, they make about 40% of all businesses in Finland. I don't know if you have already started to see what kind of opportunities that lie in this group. So what I want to tell you is that these people, it's not that they don't want to grow. And actually, if you would do a simple research, which I also did, I tried to ask some of the people, especially who are private trader, that why are you always operating on this level? You don't grow far. They will tell you that they wish to grow, but they cannot grow beyond a certain limit which they are able to grow. That means, for example, if it happens he gets more customers than he needs, then he might fail to tend to those customers, which might backfire him. So at the end of the day, they have to limit how much marketing they do, because if they do more marketing, then they will get more customers than they are capable of serving. But still, even when they try to limit their marketing, most of them, they use very traditional, how do I call it, very casual ways of marketing. Just take a phone randomly, the website, if one is having a website, it could be very simple and something like that. Yeah, just to make the days go by. But it's not that these people really, they don't want to grow, but the thing is that they cannot bear the cost and the weight of responsibilities which comes with growth. And the point I'm trying to put here is that these people, or this group of private trader business people, is that they are in demand not of people who just are looking for job. They are in demand of products which can tend their needs and still be affordable enough for them to go, because their income depends on how much work they do. So if you come forward with something tangible, something like solid enough that they can use for their businesses, you have a bigger chance of winning the business deal with any private trader. But if you just go around looking for job, there is a big chance of denial, because these people, even by themselves, they do not have that security of income that you will demand as a job seeker. Because as a job seeker, of course, what you expect, number one thing, is to be paid monthly. Now remember again, they make about 40% of businesses in Finland, and if they make about 40% of businesses in Finland, that is how much percent of jobs already hidden from the market. And this means that we are only fighting for this 45%, which is made by the limited liability companies. And again, even for the limited liability company, they would not go for anybody. Still, most of these companies, they are the startups, which first they need verification of the value before they can be committed to something. So as a new talent, it would be very hard for somebody to just accept you for the job if they have not been sure of the value that you're going to bring on the table. So you can be a graduate, you can be anything. And actually, this is one point I wanted to make, that for most of us, the graduates, I was there. Now I'm trying to learn and change. I was there. So we would come and state to these employers or potential employers that, you know, I can use Word, I can use Adobe Photoshop, I can use this. The thing is not about what you can use. It's about what can you make out of it. Yes, you can use Word, you can type, you can do, but what can you make out of Word? And this is what these people are needing. And this is what as talented people, we are supposed to do. What can you make out of Word? For example, can you design any logo out of Word? Can you make a flyer? Can you make marketing materials? Something like that. But if you just tell somebody, I can use Word, please give me any job, that is going to be very, very, very hard. Because number one thing that this person is going to think, if I give this person a job, I'm going to have to pay him every month. Will I be able to afford that? Will he bring anything on the table that will help me to pay him every month? But if you already have a product, you can make the marketing materials which will guarantee him that he will be able to reach more customers, maybe he will not give you a contract of employment, but maybe he can try to enter a business deal with you. So that is what I wanted to explain about the possibility of opportunities that we can tap into this private trader business people group and utilize the opportunities that lie there. A lot of people, they are still on the, like I would call it, maybe a startup phase, and they would need talented experts to boost them higher and provide the new platform that they are going to land. They are afraid of growth because they don't know how they would handle themselves on this level. If somebody can come and help them to think how would they be able to stay here with the support of their talent, it's easier for somebody to accept and get into an agreement with you. So that was part number one. Part number two, I also searched about the talents that are needed in Finland. At the moment, we could say all talented people, computer engineering, civil engineering, they are like needed in cleaning, because that is the trend. You graduate from any university, and at the end of the day, you go for cleaning. You go for what? Again, I'm not saying cleaning is bad. No. I'm not saying what business is bad. No, it's good. And in fact, I have used it and I've survived on cleaning. I've survived on Walt. So that's something very valuable. And there are people who have studied professionally about cleaning, you see. But what I'm talking about here is that you spending time investing all your resources into electric engineering, and at the end of the day, you go back to cleaning because that is what was available on the table. That's what I'm speaking against. So here are the number of skills that I found from the internet. I will just read very quickly and maybe add some comments. So it says Finland, a Nordic country known for its high quality education and innovative industries, is actively seeking international talents to contribute to its economic growth and development. The following skills are particularly valued. First, we start with the technical skills. Number one, IT and technology. In IT and technology, they value the most software development, data analytics, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, cloud computing. And then in engineering, we have mechanical, electrical, civil, chemical engineering. In research and development, we have expertise in various scientific fields, including biotechnology, material science, and energy technology. These are the skills needed by almost every business. But the business will not come and announce, guys, we need you to come and fill in this position. No. But you have to find a way to approach them and solve their problems using this talent. You have to make something out of it. Don't just say, hey, I'm an IT guy. I've studied IT. What can you make out of IT? That's the question we are supposed to answer. In business and management skills, first, entrepreneurship, innovative thinking, business planning, and risk taking. This is where I belong. And this, what I'm doing now, is what I can make out of it. So I'm proud of this, and I think you agree with me. This is one thing very valuable that can add a lot of value to the community, both international and the Finnish. And then international business, we have cross-cultural communication, global market understanding, and export strategies. There are a lot of guys, Savonia University, UF, doing the international business studies, and after that they go to cleaning. This is a wastage of resources, wastage of talents. We need to think again. In leadership, team management, strategic thinking, and decision making, stuff like that. Soft skills, they need adaptability, ability to adjust to a new culture and work environment. That is a talent that is needed. Problem solving, creative and logical approaches to challenges. And then we have collaboration, teamwork, and interpersonal skills, language proficiency, fluency in Finnish and English, of course, generally required, but other languages can be beneficial. And then we have industrial specific skills, renewable energy, expertise in wind, solar and hydropower technologies, gaming and sport and esports, which is game development, esports management, and community engagement. We have biotechnology research, development and commercialization of biological products, forestry and wood products, sustainable forest management, wood processing, and biomaterials. And they finish by saying that while these skills are in high demand, specific requirements may vary depending on the industry, company, and job role. It's essential to tailor your application and skills to specific position you are targeting. Let me conclude by saying this. I also did another experiment. So I was trying to ask any person I find doing cleaning and world, I would ask them, what do you do beside this? What do you do? And believe me, out of, now I haven't kept my statistics right, but I've asked a lot of guys, I would say maybe 9 out of 10, they would tell you, I'm a student, I'm doing international business, Savonia University, I'm doing robotics, UEF, I'm doing this, I'm doing courses. So almost every cleaner that you see out there is a professional. Either he's a student or he's a graduate who failed to secure employment. So knowing this is that, what about the profession that you earned at your university? Or what about the talent that you have acquired along the path of your life? What about it? Are you just going to waste it? Are you just going to waste it? We have to find a way to come about this. We have to find a way to solve this. And this is now what I'm proposing. Of course, I've already spoken in the previous video and my few postings. What I'm saying is that it's hard to do it alone. There is an African proverb which says that if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with others. And the point here is that it's very hard to start a talent if you're on your own. You can be fast in getting your cleaning job, but be sure it will not get you far if that is not the area that you had invested yourself into. It will only give you the survival mode, but you will always stay on the same level. To grow, you need to use your talents, the place where God invested the value in you. So if we can collaborate, it will be easier to go forward. And how do we collaborate? Of course, I'm going to make you another video to explain how this is going to work. But shortly is that International Talents in Kuopio is not an organization, is not an institution. This is simply a community where the community members, after they have started to know each other, then there will be a possibility of saying, hey, I am a photographer. I have a photographing event. I need some guy to help me with the lights. Then, through browsing the talents of other people in the community, you can be able to approach someone and ask for the help. That is essentially the way that this community is going to work. If you are an event organizer and for some reasons you are not so much good in digital marketing, then you can browse the community and find somebody who is good in digital marketing, maybe designing the flyers or something like that, and then you can do it in that manner. Again, you are an event organizer. You can find, we have some good speakers such as myself. You can find me and tell me, hey, I'm organizing an event. I would like you to be the main speaker in my event. Can you please come? Of course, I would say yes, because that is going even to help me to be more exposed. So likewise, we can go about almost on any talent, and not just, I've only mentioned to, even in IT and stuff like that, you are doing some programming. Ask, guys, who is interested in programming? I know programming, but I don't have computers, I don't have resources. And to tell you more is that I've approached some staff, for example, from Talent Hub, but I've also been approached by some staff from Talent Hub who are interested already to form some sort of collaboration. And what does this mean? This means that we are now or soon going to access some platforms which we can use, or facilities which would not be accessible by some people, especially the graduates. If you have already graduated, automatically you don't have access to the university. But if we are going to have to use these collaborations with already existing institutions, like already existing projects like Talent Hub, that means automatically we will have access to some facilities in the universities, and not only facilities, we can be lucky into some funding and stuff like that. So basically, that is what I wanted to communicate to you today. We still have a lot of opportunities untapped. Let us continue to stay in touch. Let us continue to stay intact, and let us collaborate. Continue to join the groups. There is a Facebook group, there is a LinkedIn group. Whichever the platform that you're using, you can join the group over there. And the first thing you can do after you have joined, please introduce yourself. Make a post about yourself as a talent. Tell us, what are you good at? What talents do you have? What can you do? What are you hoping to do? What do you wish that you could have done with your talent? And after everybody has done that, then perhaps we can have a good starting point of finding the good matches between our talents. Thank you so much for listening, and please, if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to use this channel for many other content, including the podcast. I'm expecting to do a lot of podcasts, especially on coaching. I've already contacted some of the coaches here in Finland and in Kuopio who have accepted to do some sessions with me, and I'm going to use this YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe and forward it to some other talented people that you know and you think they need to hear this kind of message or messages. Not just in Kuopio, even if it's outside of Kuopio, as long as you think it's going to be helpful to him or her, please help me to share. Thank you so much, and see you soon. Bye-bye.